score. Finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. In front, and out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz.
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Friday evening inside the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse in Valley City. This is our IRA Insurance pregame show where the LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Marion Lobos and the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson Warbirds tangle for a third-place game here from the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament. The winner will go 2-1 this week in the City of Bridges, while the loser will go 1-2. The Warbirds on the season, 1 win, 4 losses in this tournament so far this week. A win against the Enderlin Eagles, 52-40, but they lost to Maple River, 50-37 yesterday. On the opposite side for LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Marion, the Lobos, they defeated the Richland Colts by 4, 40-36, and it was a Genevieve Gruba buzzer beater or last-second shot with 2.4 seconds left to play that allowed the win for the Enderlin Eagles over the Lobos last night, 48-46 for LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Marion. The Lobos led by Ben Holen out of District 5, Region 3, 2-1 on the season, while for the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson Warbirds, Rylan Gutzmer, the head coach, with 1 win and 4 losses on the year. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, take a look at some of our players to watch out for, starting lineups and the opening tip. That's all to come on our IRA Insurance pregame show.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Taking a look at some of the players to watch out for here for both teams. For the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson Warbirds, Gracie Kaczynski's had a really nice tournament. 35 points and 7 rebounds here for Kaczynski on 13 of 22 shooting from the floor. From there, Zoe Bowenstengel so far with 19 points and 13 boards with 3 made three-pointers here for the Warbirds. For LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Marion, the Lobos, just been a balanced night across the floor. Nora Delabar, 21 points, 18 rebounds for the freshman. You have Georgia Lettenmeyer then with 17 and 11. Tessa Rasmussen with 20 and 11. And Bailey Kelly with 15 points, 14 rebounds here for the Lobos. So again, the Lobos been really balanced. For the Warbirds, it's really been 2 players so far in this tournament, Kaczynski and Bowenstengel. Who can be that third? We'll find out here a little bit later on tonight here from Valley City. The Warbirds and the Lobos. For all your insurance requests, visit IRA Insurance online at IRAINS.com. A quick break. Starting lineups are next, and the opening tip here from Valley City.
Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
We built IRA Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with IRA Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about IRA Insurance, go to IRAinsurance.com. IRA Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
As we get ready here for the starting lineups again, that does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show here today from Valley City. The Warbirds out in their black uniforms with white numerals outlined in gold, while for the Lobos out in their home white uniforms with Lobos across the front here with in black here for the Lobos. For the Warbirds on the season, 1 win, 4 losses. Rylan Gutzmer, the head coach here for the Warbirds, they're going to go like this. Emerson Johnson, a 5'9" sophomore guard. You also have Lauren Oster here, a 5'4", a senior for the Warbirds. Zoe Bowenstengel, the senior at 5'6". Bowenstengel again 5'6". Caroline Pitts, the 6'3" junior center with 14 points and 13 rebounds here in the tournament. And from there, Gracie Kaczynski, the 5'11", senior forward for the Warbirds. So Johnson, Oster, Bowenstengel, Pitts, Kaczynski, the Warbirds. 1 win, 4 loss on the season, averaging 42 points while defensively giving up 52 per contest. Rylan Gutzmer, the head coach. From there to LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Marion, the Lobos out of District 5 and Region 3. They're going to go like this. Maya Van Eden, the freshman. Mia here, the freshman for the Lobos. From there, Bailey Kelly, a sophomore, very youthful team. No seniors on the season this year for the Lobos. In the starting lineup, also from there, Tessa Rasmussen, a junior guard and a mix of a stretch forward. You'll also have on the floor Georgia Littenmeyer and Nora Delabar here. Delabar, the freshman forward. So for the Lobos, Van Eden, Kelly, Rasmussen, Lettenmeyer, and Delabar. The Lobos, head coached by Ben Holen, with a mark of 2 wins and 1 loss on this season. 4 8-minute quarters, a 35-second shot clock. When this game concludes, we'll get to the championship game, as that'll feature the Richland Colts and the Maple River Raiders here a little bit later on. Opening tip for that game is scheduled for 7:30, and then we will get to our all-tournament team. Our Sportsmanship Award free throw champion as well will be named a little bit later on here today inside the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you as the opening tap. Pitts and Kelly in the center circle, and it's won by the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson Warbirds, as this will come to the near sideline now with Pitts, as the Lobos will go a little man defense. Oster on the inside, currently on the guard of Kaczynski is Delabar. Johnson spinning her way to the paint, uses up that dribble, finds Pitts around the horn as Kaczynski trying to ask for the basketball, does on the baseline, tries to finish with the left hand. Good backside rebound there by Lettenmeyer here for the Lobos. Going the other way on the court now, it's Van Eden here for LLM. This one near sideline is going to be Delabar, left wing, shot fake on the way by Rasmussen, spot up left elbow jumper, that will rattle out, ball out of play, off of who, and they'll say it's off of a Warbird. On our City of Hope scoreboard here on yourliveevent.com, Class B girls basketball today from the City of Bridges, as this will be the Lobos to inbound the basketball. As they will handle it, Kelly looking back, Dorg throws it up, and that one's going to rattle in for 2. Bailey Kelly gets the Lobos in the scoring column for the opening points of this third-place match. Warbirds in the front court will handle it now with Pitts. Right-hand side, that's going to be Oster. Oster at the right wing, back up top to Johnson. Johnson to Oster on the baseline, 20 seconds down the shot clock. Oster dribble, pull back off the backboard, got it to go. As this one will go the other end of the floor, as the Lobos will handle it now with Van Eden. Van Eden will bring it in the front court here for LLM. As this will be right wing, free throw line extended, bounce pass Rasmussen. Rasmussen will step into a three-pointer on the way, off the back tab, no good. Ball gets deflected out into the Warbirds, as the Warbirds will handle it here, as this one will go the other end of the floor, as it's going to be with Bowenstengel to the baseline to Kaczynski. Pitts will handle it now, as this will go back to Kaczynski. Ball gets skipped back up top around the horn, as now it's going to be back to Oster here. Oster looking on the interior to Pitts. Pitts spins to the baseline, and we're going to have a reach and foul as this one will come with Van Eden. Mia will pick up her first and the team's first, as now Kaczynski will inbound the basketball. Excuse me, that'll be Oster here for the Warbirds. It'll pick the picker play looking for Kaczynski. Now it's going to go to Bowen Stengel, back up top to Johnson. Fresh 35 again for the Warbirds here. Johnson's going to get cut off there by Mia. Now it's to Kaczynski, taking a hard drive down the paint as Gracie can't get that one to go. Hits his shot, though, good for two. Caroline with her first 2 points of the evening, and for the Warbirds, they take an early lead here on our City of Hope scoreboard in the opening 2 minutes. A little give-and-go action, turnover here on LLM, and here goes the Warbirds the other way with Johnson, and Delabar will pick up the foul. Nora will pick up her first, team second, and Emerson Johnson, 1 of 3 in this tournament, will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw on the way here for the Warbirds, as they will go to the line. 2 shots on the way for the 5'9" sophomore. Coming into this game, a little bit of everything, 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists here for the sophomore guard. Free throw attempt number 1 is good. Second one upcoming is good as well. Emerson Johnson, the third different Warbird in the scoring column here, as the Warbirds with their largest lead early in this contest, up by 4. Lobos bounce pass left-hand side as this one now goes to the top of the key as Van Eden gets cut off there. Good help defense by Bowen Stengel. 3-pointer on the way by Rasmussen off the back tab and a board at Kaczynski. Gracie looking for the outlet, finds one in Lauren Oster. Oster in the front court for the Warbirds. Pitts has a little bit of a matchup on the inside. Bowen Stengel driving kick. Johnson wants the 3. This one on the right wing is going to be off the mark. Kaczynski able to collect the rebound. Kaczynski back up top. This one reverse it right-hand side, Oster. Back to Kaczynski, top of the key, looking on the interior. Nothing is there right now for the Warbirds. Ball goes to left-hand side. Emerson Johnson hang, shoot off the window. That one's going to be off the mark, and this ball will go the other end as this is going to be a Kaczynski jumper off the mark. Rebound coming down to the Warbirds. That's good for 2. As the Warbirds here with Emerson Johnson gets it in a timeout on the floor. We'll break as well. 8-2 Warbirds here over LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Hankinson, the Lobos on YourLiveEvent.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
8-2 Warbirds over LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Marion here with 4:48 left to play in the first quarter on YourLiveEvent.com as the Warbirds and the Lobos here in this third place game. The winner had a good week going 2-1. The loser goes 1-2. The Lobos played against Enderlin and Richland so far in this tournament, while for the Warbirds, they played against Maple River and alongside the Enderlin Eagles as well. This one goes right-hand side, right wing. Jumper on the way by Rasmussen out of the timeout, and the jumper is good. Tessa Rasmussen with her third, make that her second made 3 of the tournament. Her first one here tonight as the Lobos are back within 3. Bowen Stengel takes a couple hard dribbles, hard down the paint, off the window. Nice find there by Zoe. Able to hang, shoot, and score, and that's the 4th different Warbird now in the scoring column. All the starters except for Kaczynski has scored, and normally it's been the other way. A little zone matchup for the Warbirds here, 2-3. We're going to have a reach. This will be either by Johnson, and it will be. Emerson will pick up her first and the team's first for the Warbirds. Substitution as Kiara Johnson will check into the game as Lauren Oster will check out here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson at the midway point of quarter number 1. Lobos with the basketball. Rasmussen at the top of the key. Rasmussen crossing over. Van Eden at the right wing to the baseline. This is Kelly. Kelly with it at the right baseline, up and over on the pass. Ball gets skipped. Van Eden now to the baseline here. Drive, hang, shoot. Rasmussen off the window. Kaczynski trying to get the board, but Delabar somehow steals it and gets it. And a fresh 35 for the Lobos. Kelly will handle this one. Lost it on her way up to pass. Bowen Stengel baseball pass the other end of the floor, and good defense here on the way from the Lobos. This will be with Lettenmeyer with the steal. Rasmussen, there's a little check foul there on Johnson. That'll be her first, team's second. And we'll have the Lobos here to inbound the basketball on the far side with Kelly. LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Hankinson 3 points with Rasmussen, 2 with Kelly so far in the quarter. As this one is going to be ball to the baseline. Rasmussen left wing 3 open, and she buried another one. Rasmussen with her second made triple, and the Lobos are back within 2. As this one goes to the left-hand side here. Back up top is Johnson. Johnson going to drive, hang, shoot. The jumper is going to be off the mark there by Emerson. And a rebound coming down. This will be to the Lobos on the way with Tessa Rasmussen. Rasmussen at the right wing to Delabar, around now to Van Eden. Delabar again will handle the basketball. Kelly takes a couple of dribbles. Pass on the inside. Shot's going to be off the mark by Georgia, but she stays with it. And Lettenmeyer will go to the free throw line, where she's 1 of 3 so far in this tournament. Foul will come across here. This will be on Kaczynski, her first and the team's third first free throws of the evening for the Lobos. Free throw attempt on the way. That's going to be off the mark. Second free throw attempt upcoming here for the Lobos. As LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Marion will handle the basketball at the free throw line with the sophomore forward. Free throw attempt number 2 is going to be rattling out, and Kaczynski clears the window. Bowen Stingel will bring it in the front court now for the Warbirds. Between the circles here, up by 2. They were up 8-2 with 4:48 left to play in the quarter. Three-pointer on the way, and that splashes home for number 3, Kiara Johnson, the junior guard with the triple. That's the first 3 of the game here for the Warbirds, and they extend that lead back up to 5 right now. High post touch, Delabar, 14-footer off the mark, put back, and in the game here for the Lobos is Annika Lesko. The 8th grader will go on the line to shoot 2. Foul will come across here on Pitts. That'll be her first and the team's 4th. So Lesko to the free throw line to shoot the 2 upcoming here. Misses free throw attempt number 1. As Addie Robbins will come in for the Lobos. Second free throw attempt upcoming on the way here for the 8th grader in Lesko. Rattles out, and Kaczynski gets the rebound. Bowen Stingel up the near sideline here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson. Pitts sets a ball screen, right wing jumper on the way for Bowen Stingel. That one's off the mark, and Lesko able to get the rebound. Lobos trying to get it back to a 1-possession game here with a made field goal. Lesko left wing takes the ball screen now. Shovels it right-hand side, Van Eden. Van Eden gets cut off, double team by the Warbirds. Lesko, elbow jumper on the way. Off the heel of the rim, Kaczynski will handle it. Then we have a jump ball between her and Delabar. Possession will favor the Lobos. Substitution, Summer Steinhaus will check in. The 5'7" sophomore forward for the Warbirds here. And we're going to double check just to make sure that it is Warbirds basketball. This one goes to the baseline around the horn. Rasmussen left wing jumper on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Lesko though with the rebound. Kick out. Van Eden top of the key. 3-pointer, and Mia's got it to go. Van Eden with her third made triple of the tournament. Lobos are back within 2. Near sideline now for the Warbirds. This goes to the baseline. On the interior, Kaczynski asking for it. Bowen Stingel now at the top of the key. Ball goes around the horn. Kaczynski on the inside, trying to up and under move on Delabar. Left-handed layup. That one's going to be out of play. And 2. Well, they're going to say 2. The Lobos. Lobos led early 2-0. Then it was 4-2 Warbirds, and they ballooned it up to 8-2. And the Warbirds have yet to relinquish that lead since they have taken it here in this first quarter with 70 seconds left to play in this City Hope scoreboard in the opening stanza. Turnover violation here on Mia, and that'll be the second of the game here for the Lobos. Warbirds right now very balanced. 4 points by Emerson Johnson. Kiara Johnson with 3 the other end of the floor. Ball goes to the left-hand side. Kiara Johnson back to the right wing. This one, 3-pointer on the way is good by Froelich. Froelich with the triple, and speaking of balanced, how about this? 2 different Warbirds with a triple. You have 4 other Warbirds with at least a bucket here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson, and here's a turnover, back-to-back turnovers now by the Lobos as Lesko was unable to handle the basketball on the interior. Emerson Johnson returns to the floor here for the Warbirds. Coming in for the Lobos, Savannah Steffes, the sophomore, 2 points and 6 rebounds in 2 contests so far here for the Lobos. Ball screen coming, right wing, now to the baseline. That's Emerson Johnson. Johnson driving kick action here for the Warbirds. Ball gets skipped. Nice little crossover on the way by Froelich. Better defense here by Steffes to keep her in front of her. Froelich to the baseline here. Teardropper from the right baseline is going to be off the mark, and a rebound here to the Lobos. And Steffes will bring it in the front court now, and the Lobos will call up the offense. They can hold for the final shot of the quarter if they want. Double ball screen. Rasmussen, pick and roll action. This one going on the inside. Robbins' shot gets blocked on the help by Froelich with 2 seconds. Now with 1 second, and we're going to have a foul, and this is either going to be on Delabar or Oster. And we're going to make sure everyone is all right, first and foremost. And this will be a foul. It's just a matter of who's going to have possession here as the clock went to 0 as well. So the foul will be on the Lobos. Delabar will pick up her second, team's third, and they might put a second back on the clock. And they're going to put .8 on the clock, so the Warbirds will handle it with just under a second here. Pretty much a catch-and-shoot situation as the Warbirds will inbound the basketball. As they do, they got to try to get it off, unable to do so, and that's how we'll end this first quarter of play. After 1 quarter play on our City Hope scoreboard, it's the Warbirds 16, the Lobos 11. High school girls basketball from the Barnes County Tournament on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, one of the owners here at TCI Insurance. We've been in business since 1985. We're based here in West Fargo and in Wimbledon, North Dakota. We work really hard to give our customers peace of mind and protect what's important to you. Check us out in our West Fargo location, right on the frontage road, across from Costco.
Hi, I'm Stacy. We love working with our crop insurance clients.
I'm Jessie. We have great options for crop hail insurance.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Check out our website at tciteam.com.
Hi, I'm Molly. We bundle your home and auto.
Hi, I'm Garrett. Let's visit about an umbrella policy.
Hi, I'm Eric. Check out TCI for life and health insurance.
Hello, I'm Leon. We can take care of all your farm insurance.
Hi, I'm Bo. Think of TCI for all your commercial and business insurance.
We look forward to working with you.
As we come back on the floor, 16-11, Warbirds lead it over the LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Marion Lobos in that first quarter play. Lobos shot 4 of 13 from the floor with 12 rebounds and 4 turnovers, while on the opposite side for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson, 6 of 15 shooting from the floor, currently with 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and just 1 turnover here by the Warbirds, as they will handle it now in the front court for the Warbirds, up by 11 as we get ready for this second quarter of play. Ball goes to the baseline here to Emerson Johnson, interior to Pitts. Couple of dribbles as Pitts is posting up for it, nothing there. Now back to Emerson Johnson here on this weaving action. Back to her sister. That's a three-pointer by Kiara Johnson off the mark. Ball gets tapped out of play into the Lobos. As the Lobos will start this second quarter play with Steffes on the floor, Rasmussen. You have Georgia Lettenmeyer, Mia Van Eden, and also with Bailey Kelly here for the Lobos. LM down by 5 right now. Van Eden with the dribble enter to the right wing. Free throw line extended. Bowen Stingle almost gets the steal. Bowen Stingle, a pair of Johnsons. You have Pitts on the floor and Froelich here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson. After this game concludes for the Warbirds, they will play their next game against top-rated Central Cass on December the 13th. While on the opposite side for the Lobos, they will go up against the Ellendale Cardinals, also on December the 13th, to get back into Region 3 action. This one up top for Rasmussen. Nice pass across the paint, but she threw it to the shoelaces of Lettenmeyer, and that will be a turnover, number 5 here for the Lobos. Coming into this tournament through 2 games, Warbirds shooting 48% from the floor, and they're 6 of 19 from beyond the arc. You can add a couple threes to that category. Well, for the Lobos, they were shooting 38% from the floor and just 4 of 24 shooting from beyond the arc. Three-pointer here missed by Froelich, and all right, now 3 threes so far for the Lobos. This is the most they've had in this tournament so far for a particular game. Van Eden with the basketball, dribble, handoff, Rasmussen looking on the inside to Kelly as we reverse it around the horn right now. A little 4-in-1-out offense. Need to get that spacing on the right-hand side. Van Eden's pass across the paint, stolen away by Bowen-Stingle, and the Warbirds look to run in transition. But the Lobos, one thing they've done well in this tournament is play really good defense, making it difficult for the opposition to really get much going, particularly in transition. Except last night, Enderlin able to do it a couple of times thanks to a full-court press. Ball gets cross-court. Skip Van Eden is there, and Van Eden's going to see a double team. It's going to be a turnover, second of the game here for the Warbirds. Steffes' pass was pickpocketed now on the way by Bowen-Stingle. Stop pop just inside the three-point line for Zoe. Johnson rebound. She'll go up, and Emerson Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul come by Steffes, her first and the team's fourth, as Emerson Johnson will go to the free throw line with both free throw makes so far here for the Warbirds in this tournament and for today. Free throw attempt upcoming. As free throw attempts, number 1 is good. Second free throw attempt on the way here is Emerson Johnson trying to get to 6 points, and she does. 4-4 from the free throw line here for Emerson Johnson. In this tournament now, she's 5 of 7 from the stripe, and the Warbirds take their largest lead of the game on our City of Hope scoreboard by 7 here at the 6-minute mark in this second quarter. Van Eden, right wing to the baseline here, gets cut off. Good defense. Kelly. Little help comes down to Lesko. Back to Delabar. Left-hand side to Annika Lesko here on the drive. She'll rip it through to Kelly now. Kelly with the basketball. Shot clock into single digits here. Someone's got to get a shot off. Delabar at the left elbow to Lesko to 3 to 2. Van Eden gets the shot off. Partially blocked, and Kaczynski will come up with the rebound. Bowen-Stingle working with it at the other end of the floor as this will be in the front court. Left-hand side, Johnson to Johnson. Kiara to Emerson. Pops it past to Kaczynski, and that's Gracie's first 2 points of the evening. Kaczynski with 35 points and 7 rebounds in 2 games here for the Warbirds has added on to that category. She's got a handful of boards, and more importantly now from an offensive point of view, able to get a nice left-handed layup, and then there's a reach and foul here on Froelich. That'll be her first and the team's 5th. Substitution on the floor as the Lobos will return 3 players. You'll see Addison Smith, the 8th grader, for the first time. Also on the contest will be Addie Robbins on the floor, and Tessa Rasmussen able to return as well. Well, for the Warbirds right now, Kaczynski, Pitts, Oster, backdoor on the find, Rasmussen for 2. Rasmussen with a floor general kind of game right now for the Lobos for the junior. She's got 8 points, and the Lobos are back within 7. Midway point of quarter number 2. Halftime show is coming up next, as Bowen-Stingle will handle it on this weaving action down the paint. High off the window, shot off the mark, and a good board coming here by Rasmussen. Rasmussen got going late in their game yesterday and a loss to Enderlin in the fourth quarter, and Rasmussen does a good job driving down the paint. Her floater was off the mark, and rebound coming down to Oster here for the Warbirds. Other side of the basketball now, it's going to be Froelich. Kaczynski asking for it on the inside. Froelich gives it to Oster, as this is the 4-out-1, and the 1 again is Kaczynski. Kaczynski looks to repost, and we have a turnover on Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson. As Caroline Pitts will come in, and for the Lobos, they will handle the basketball, as they do in the front court. Man-to-man defense from the Warbirds. He's in a little 2-3 zone, but mostly man so far for Rylan Gutzmer's team. Looking back door, near sideline now to Delabar. Delabar left-hand side. This will go in the hands of Rasmussen. She'll shoot a college range 3. That's going to be off the mark. Good hustle on the way on the far sideline for the Lobos, with Smith to try to throw it off of Pitts' left shoulder, but Caroline stays with it. Now it's Maidenwalt. Maidenwalt into the game, a runner off the mark, no good, and you're going to have Lesko the other way. Here come the Lobos now with Delabar. Delabar goes the other side, try to get by Kaczynski. Here is Smith with the defensive board. Bounce pass goes left-hand side and a turnover here on the Lobos. The Warbirds right now will handle the basketball as this is going to be in the hands of Emerson Johnson on the inbounds here. After one quarter of play, it was 16-11 Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson. They've added to their lead, but not by much in this second quarter. Kaczynski 1-4 set right now. Kaczynski takes a ball screen, goes hard down the paint, and a foul upcoming here for Addie Robbins. Kaczynski looked left, she looked right, she looked behind her, and finally got a little ball screen to go hard to the paint, and she'll be rewarded with 2 free throws. Robbins picks up her first, and that'll be the team's 5th. Kaczynski to the free throw line where she's 9 of 10 in this tournament through 2 games so far. Free throw attempts is good for Kaczynski. Second free throw attempt upcoming here for the Warbirds, as they currently right now are 5 of 5 from the line. Kaczynski misses that one. Well, the old announcer's jinx, if you will, after saying 5 of 5 from the line. Rebound comes to Lesko. This one goes the other side. Rasmussen, right baseline, got it to go. Rasmussen in double digits with 10, and the Lobos are back within 6. Bowen Stingle leaves it to Kaczynski to the baseline here. Kaczynski jab steps a couple times, takes a couple dribbles to relieve pressure. Now to Emerson Johnson. Hand off to Bowen Stingle here. Bowen Stingle back to Kaczynski as Kaczynski stop, pop 13-footer off the mark, and Lesko gets the rebound. Lobos gave up 36 against Richland, 48 against Enderlin so far in their 2 games. This one runner off the mark, no good by Smith. Rebound goes to the Warbirds. Opposite side for the Warbirds. Gave up 40 to Enderlin and 50 to Maple River. Time on the floor won't break as well. 2:28 left to play in the first half. It's the Warbirds with the ball up by 6.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
The Warbirds lead it by 6. Time on the floor on our City of Hope scoreboard. Go to Hope, North Dakota for job listings and housing options. Go online to hopend.com. That's hopend.com. So the Warbirds lead it by 6 here after the timeout. Warbirds will have 4 timeouts remaining. The same for the LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Marion Lobos, both with a foul to give before it's in the bonus here in this first half. Kaczynski asking for it. Now it's to Pitts. Coming across the paint is Kaczynski. Johnson, 3-pointer off the iron. Ball gets tapped out to Delabar here. Delabar really the only player in foul trouble right now with 2 for the Lobos. Leaves it to Kelly trailing. Kelly thought about it, then double dribble here on LLM. Thought about a 3, thought about driving, then kind of caught ourselves in no man's land there, and a turnover here on the Lobos. Warbirds will bring it in the front court now with Bowen Stingle. As the 1-4 setup coming here, Bowen Stingle will leave it to the right-hand side of Kaczynski. Kaczynski with the basketball, as this will go to Johnson, back to Bowen Stingle here between the circles. Ball gets popped around at Kaczynski. Kaczynski left-hand side. Johnson will go hard to the paint from the left wing to the right block. Jumper off the mark on the runner there, and a rebound to Delabar. Delabar will go the other end of the floor for the Lobos. Finds Kelly on the trail. Right-hand side of Van Eden. Van Eden with the basketball top of the key. Looking on the interior to Kelly. Kelly up and over on the pass to Delabar here. As Delabar trying to get by Kaczynski. Does. Left-handed layup for 2. Nora Delabar had 21 points in 2 games to lead the floor for the Lobos. Those are her first 2 points here in game number 3 against the Warbirds. Kaczynski, and then we're going to have a foul. This will be on the floor as Pitts and Kelly were battling on the interior, and this one might be a little bit of a hold on Kelly. And it will be. Kelly will pick up her first. That'll be the team 6th. And we'll have a substitution as Kiara Johnson will check into the game. Warbirds will inbound it here with Johnson. Now it's going to be to Kaczynski. Kaczynski, Pitts with the basketball, spins. Shot is going to be off the mark and out of play, and this one will go towards the Lobos. 66 seconds left to play in the opening half. Game that started at 5:58 here on this Friday early evening. Still one game to come here. Championship, we'll talk about that next at half. Also what happened in the 5th place game between Barnes County North and Enderlin. Kelly with the basketball, driving kick action. This one right-hand side, 3 for Rasmussen. Rasmussen now with 13 points, her third made 3 of the game, and the Lobos don't look now. We're back within 1. Bowen Stingle, Warbirds looking for the answer the other side. Pitts asking for it on the interior. Good move on the spin inside the paint for 2. Caroline now with 4 points here and gives the Warbirds a 3-point edge. Lobos will work it with the other side of the ball as they'll bring it in the front court here for LLM. Mia Van Eden, the freshman. Ball goes to the left wing, free throw line extended. Delabar's going to drive, tiptoes the sideline here as Kaczynski goes straight up. That was Pitts going straight up. Bailey Kelly inverted, makes a shot. Bowenstengel with 4. Bowenstengel top of the key, 3 on the way. Off the iron. Pitts put back before the buzzer and count it. Pitts gets it to go for the last 4 points of the Warbirds, and that's how we'll end this first half of play. The Warbirds with 14 points in the quarter. The Lobos and the Warbirds here. The Warbirds with 9 points in the quarter. On the opposite side for the Lobos, able to score 11 in the first and 11 in the second. We'll get to our halftime show. After this, it's the Warbirds up by 3.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams, where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
Enderlin Area Schools is committed to providing students with optimal learning opportunities so they can reach their full potential. Enderlin Area Schools creates learners who believe in the power of their education to help them learn, excel, influence their world, and direct their future. Enderlin Area Schools take pride in their school and community. For up-to-date information, go online to enderlin.k12.nd.us. Good luck to the Eagles participating in all activities throughout the year. at the half here on our City of Hope scoreboard. It's the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson Warbirds up by 3 over at LaMoure-Litgerwood-Marion Lobos. Joey Hughes running the camera. Chase Miller with you here inside the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse for the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament here on YourLiveEvent.com. Let's recap what happened earlier today in the 5th place contest. It was a win for the Enderlin Eagles as they were able to top the Barnes County North Bison by a final of 46-10. So Enderlin goes 2-1 in the BCT, while Barnes County North finishes 0-3 here in this first half of play for the Lobos and the Warbirds. Warbirds lead it by 3, and still to come tonight at 7:30 is the scheduled opening tip between the Maple River Raiders and alongside the Richland Colts in the Barnes County Girls Basketball Championship. Taking a look at the first half numbers, Lobos 9 of 23 shooting from the floor, 4 of 9 from beyond the arc. Currently 0 of 4 from the free throw line, however, for LLM, and that's a little bit of a difference maker right now. 22 rebounds plus 8 for the Lobos, however, a 6 assists to 9 turnovers for LLM. The Warbirds 9 of 28 shooting from the floor, 2 of 8 from beyond the arc, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, so they're taking advantage from the stripe. Currently 14 rebounds, 4 assists, but doing a good job with just 3 turnovers for the Warbirds. Individual numbers, Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson, it's 6, 3, or 2 in terms of points. Emerson Johnson, 6 points, 3 rebounds with a steal, 6 points and 5 boards for Caroline Pitts. Then 3 points, 5 rebounds for Gracie Kaczynski, 3 points by Kiara Johnson, and 3 points by Olivia Froelich with that made three-pointer that came back in the first quarter for the Warbirds. From there, 2 points by Lauren Oster and 2 points with Bowen Stingle and 3 steals. LaMoure-Litgerwood-Marion led by the double digits of Tessa Rasmussen with 13 points on 5 of 12 shooting from the floor. 4 points then by Bailey Kelly. 3 points by Van Eden with a made triple, and 2 points by Nora Delabart with 5 rebounds here for LaMoure-Litgerwood-Marion. Again, at the half, it's 25-22. Warbirds lead it by 3 on YourLiveEvent.com.
When it comes to farming, Green Iron Equipment is a slam dunk.
Our sales team will give you a one-on-one experience when looking for a new piece of machinery.
Our service department will guard your equipment against breakdowns and keep you running the entire season.
Use Green Iron Equipment to assist you with your data in the John Deere Operations Center.
We've got all the right parts to beat the competition.
Good luck to all teams from Green Iron Equipment.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley school districts. If you're interested in an egg loan, real estate, consumer, or commercial loan, Hometown Community Bank can serve you. Give DeWitt a call at either branch location in Page or Fingal. Ask Janine about the competitive certificates of deposit or money market rates. Hometown Community Bank is a community bank and proud of the communities they serve, and they wish the best of luck to the Maple River Raiders for many years moving forward with the co-op. Hometown Community Bank is a member of the FDIC.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Still to come here on YourLiveEvent.com. You go to our website, YourLiveEvent.com, to check out what we got for you throughout the Red River Valley throughout the weekend and alongside later next week as well, barring what Mother Nature has in store for us Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday here throughout the Red River Valley. But coming up tomorrow, it's a doubleheader. Mayport CG at Central Casson. girls basketball and boys hoops. The girls will get underway at 1:30 with the boys to follow suit. And around 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon here on YourLiveEvent.com from Castleton, and a boys contest. New York Mills going up against Mahnomen-Waubun in Minnesota. That'll be tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. Games tonight here on Your Live Event. A good one in the EDC. West Fargo at West Fargo Horace. Joel Morgan will be on the call for you on that one. That'll tip at around a 7:30 a little bit later on tonight as well. Again, for more information, go online to our website, YourLiveEvent.com, or search Your Live Event on our YouTube page. After one half of play, Tessa Rasmussen with 13 points to lead the floor for LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Marion. The Lobos, while on the opposite side for the Warbirds, they were led by the 6 of Pitts and the 6 of Emerson Johnson. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this with the second half action for the third place game of the Girls Barnes County Basketball Tournament here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you to stop by and find gifts for your loved ones during this holiday season, from giftware for men or women, and check out their toy selection for the kids. LaMoure Drugstore delivers any day of the week upon request and will answer any general health questions you have, from school supplies, greeting cards, prescription requests, and a reminder you can get the flu shot as well at LaMoure Drugstore, located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LaMoureDrugstore.com.
LaMoure Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of snow and grain shovels alongside Milwaukee tools. Plus, stop by LaMoure Hardware today and browse their sweet pickin' section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. LaMoure Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information on all the services LaMoure Hardware offers, go online to LaMoureHardware.com. That's LaMoureHardware.com. On our City of Hope scoreboard, it's the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson Warbirds 25, LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Marion the Lobos 22 here as we get ready for this third quarter of basketball. The Lobos will come out with Kelly, Van Eden alongside with them. You're going to have Rasmussen, Lettenmeyer on the floor, and Georgia Lettenmeyer. Well, for the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood Warbirds here, see who they trot out to start this third quarter play. That's going to be Zoe Bowen-Stingle with them, Gracie Kaczynski. You're going to have Kiara Johnson on the floor, Caroline Pitts, and with them as well, it's going to be Emerson Johnson here as we get ready for this second half of play. This one, right-hand side, high post touch, Delabar, bounce pass, Kelly, 1-4 backdoor look, and give Delabar the assist and give Bailey Kelly the 2 points here for the Lobos. As the Warbirds now will have their first crack at it in the second half here on the offensive side of the court. Pitts with the step through, and she's able to answer for 2 points the other way. Pitts now with 2 points here for the Warbirds. As this one is coming for the Lobos, the other side of the basketball now, as the Lobos will handle it off the window. This one going to be shot off the mark by Van Eden, and now it's Zoe Bowen-Stingle as she will bring the ball in the front court. Bowen-Stingle near sideline here to the top of the key. Ball goes to the baseline as this is going to be a jumper by Johnson, but she hopped into the shot, and a turnover here on the Warbirds. Lobos now with a chance to get back within one or possibly tie with a triple or a good old-fashioned three-point opportunity here, as the Lobos will handle it right wing to the baseline and get bumped off a rocker was Mia. And a follow-up coming here for Emerson. That'll be her second, team's first here of this third quarter of play. As the Lobos will inbound the basketball to the right of the baseline with Lettenmeyer. Lettenmeyer to inbound it as they're looking to go for Delabar. This one will handle it right-hand side, and now we're going to have a tie-up possession. That'll be in favor of the Warbirds here. So a tie-up and a jump ball. That'll go to the Warbirds. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson first year with this co-op with the Hankinson Pirates. Been quite some time here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood in that Warbirds nickname. This one goes on the interior. Gracie Kaczynski, little turnaround hook shot. That's been a good battle for Kaczynski and Delabar, both doing an awfully good job on the window and trying to limit the other from scoring as Delabar goes across the paint. That one kicked out of play. You have a freshman in Delabar going up against a senior in Kaczynski. And again, it's just been fun to watch those two kind of battle on the interior. Delabar, right-hand side, Rasmussen, little 10-footer off the mark. Rebound gets tapped out from Pitts to Kaczynski, looking for an outlet, and nothing is there. Warbirds want to run in transition with Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel wipes a pass now to Kaczynski inside the three-point line. Is Zoe going to go hard down the paint? A runner off the backboard, no good. And a backside rebound by Delabar. The Lobos want to run out in transition here. Nora's going to go hard to the paint, left-handed layup for two. Delabar with 4 points now for the Lobos, who are back within one. It's a 4-2 start here in this third quarter for LLM. Pitts, little 1-4 high-low the other side as Pitts will handle the basketball. On the interior, this is going to Kaczynski, and a foul on Delabar. That'll be her third and the team's first. As the Warbirds will handle it on the interior to Kiara Johnson. Johnson on the baseline here. That goes to the left wing to Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel looking on the inside for Pitts. Ball gets skipped right-hand side to Kiara Johnson. Now to Pitts at the right elbow. Asking for it is Kaczynski on the inside. Nothing there. Bowenstengel pops a pass on the interior. Emerson Johnson forces one up and got it to go. Johnson with 8 points. She was able to get inside the paint there, and the Warbirds are back up by 3. Other end here for LLM with the basketball. Ball screen as that one gets tapped out of bounds, and a substitution is coming into the game for the Warbirds. This would be Olivia Froelich and Summer Steinhaus as well here for the Warbirds. As we'll have Bailey Kelly inbounding the basketball. As she does, Rasmussen getting guarded there by Froelich, and a turnover here on the Lobos as we'll go the other end with it here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson. Thought about it was Froelich. Now it's going to be to Emerson Johnson and Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel right wing three on the way. Got it to go. Zoe Bowenstengel with her 5th three of the tournament, her first tonight. And now it's the Warbirds on a little run the other way, up by 6. As we near the midway point here of quarter number 3. Still to come on our post-game show. Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. RDK Enterprises feature precision play or players and more. That's all to come on our post-game show. Rasmussen double team, doesn't care, shoots over it for 2 points. Rasmussen with 15 here on the night, the most in a tournament so far in one game is 22 by Aspen Schleck last night against the Lobos. This one pinballs off of who last, and they'll say it's going to be off of the Lobos and Mia Van Eden after it hit Kaczynski. So ball will be awarded here to the Warbirds. Annika Lesko, the 8th grader, will come into the game now for LLM. We saw her have some time in the first half of play. Able to play about 6 minutes in that first half. Ball gets tipped by the aforementioned Lesko, but here's Kaczynski. Wraparound left-handed shot. No, second shot here by Froelich gets blocked underneath, and now it's the Lobos who want to get out in transition. Kelly going hard to the paint. Stop, pop, shot short. Rebound gets tapped out, and this one goes to Johnson. Emerson will handle it here in the front court. As she does, the Warbirds will bring it between the circles here. As Emerson Johnson looking for a teammate. Bowenstengel, top of the key, inside Kaczynski. Kaczynski left-handed layup over Kelly. Can't get that one to go, and Mia Van Eden will collect the rebound. Other side here, the Lobos baseline jumper on. That will go for 2. Tessa Rasmussen now with 17 points as she scored in every quarter so far, and the Lobos are back within a bucket. Kaczynski posting up for it on the inside again. Ball goes to Emerson Johnson. Johnson goes hard down the paint. Layup for 2. Emerson Johnson in double digits now with 10. A timeout on the floor will break as well on our City of Hope scoreboard. It's the Warbirds up by 4.
The Maple Valley School District is moving forward with the plan to build a new pre-K classroom, community fitness center, and gymnasium with locker rooms. The classroom will provide more space for a growing pre-K program. The fitness center will provide opportunities to benefit all Maple Valley communities, and the gym will allow more opportunities for all activities of the Maple River Co-op. Plus, the plan is to build with no new taxes. Contact the business manager to see how you can help make this a reality today at 701-749-2570.
The Maple Valley Parents Organization is an organization whose main purpose is to support all Maple Valley student activities and to promote a healthy environment and attitudes for the youth. Their aim is to encourage growth and interest in these areas by supporting them in a sportsmanlike manner. The Maple Valley Parents Organization is open to anyone. If you'd like to become a member or see upcoming events, like their Facebook page by searching Maple Valley Parents Organization on Facebook.
34-30, Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson over the LaMoure-Litgerwood-Marion Lobos here in the third quarter from the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament on yourliveevent.com. The Lobos in the backcourt will handle the basketball here after the timeout by the Warbirds here, as Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson will have 3 remaining, while the Lobos will have 4. Both teams right now with 1 team foul in the second half early on. Lobos with Steffes. Lesko gives it back to Steffes now. She's in a drive, gets cut off there by Pitts. Lost it. It'll be last off of Emerson Johnson. Earlier today, a win in the column for the Enderlin Eagles as they were able to top Barnes County North. Still to come, Richland and Maple River in the championship following the conclusion of this third place game. Pitts on the inside dribble off the window, good for 2. Caroline Pitts now with 10 points. Her and Emerson Johnson, the tandem duo right now here for the Warbirds. As Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson back up by 2 possessions now at 6. Van Eden drives, double team comes, Bowen-Stingle is there. And we're going to have a jump ball possession. Will stay with the Lobos as Delabar returns to the floor. Also, Kaczynski here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson and Charlotte Maidenwalt as well, the freshman. For the Warbirds right now, we've seen man defense, some good size across that line. 6'3" with Pitts. Kaczynski at 5'11". Maidenwalt at 5'6". Emerson Johnson at 5'9". As Johnson trying to wall off her defender. Open as Lesko, left wing 3 off the front iron, and Pitts collects the backside rebound. Warbirds will cross the timeline here and bring it to the front court as they do with Maidenwalt. Maidenwalt takes a ball screen to the left wing to the baseline now as Pitts is asking for it on the interior. Froelich shot is off the mark. Pitts still collects the rebound from the right side, and this will be out of play, and they'll say it's going to be touched off the deflection there of Rasmussen, as will stay with the Warbirds. Substitution here for LLM. This will be with Bailey Kelly as she will check into the contest. Warbirds with 16 points in the first quarter, 9 in the second. So far with 11 in the third quarter play, as the Warbirds will look to add on to that right now with Kaczynski. Kaczynski back up top. This is to Johnson, back to Gracie. Kaczynski bounce pass to the top of the key. Open just inside the three-point line. Jumpers off the mark by Froelich, out of play here to LaMoure-Litgerwood-Marion. The Lobos 11 points in the first quarter, 11 points in the second, 8 so far here in quarter number 3. As we're at the 2-minute mark here in this third quarter play, as this one is going to go in the hands of Van Eden. Mia Delabar, left-hand side to the baseline now to Lesko. Back to the top of the key here as Delabar goes hard down the paint, and there's a foul upcoming as Delabar will be at the line to shoot 2. Foul upcoming here on the Warbirds. This will be on Chylan Maidenwalt, her first, team second. Delabar from the line so far in this tournament, 2 and 8. And now make her 2 of 9 from the stripe. Free throws coming to hunt the Lobos right now. 0 of 5 as a team from the line as Bowen-Stingle quickly back into the game. Kaczynski as well here. Lobos looking just to see something go through that cylinder from the charity stripe, and they do there with Delabar, as Delabar now has 5 points in the game. And that is the deficit right now for LLM. This one go on the other side of the floor. Bowen-Stingle, top of the key. Now to Kiara Johnson to Kaczynski. Kaczynski able to get by Lesko. Nice move on the jab step there. Gracie Kaczynski with her second field goal of the evening. 90 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Lobos will handle the basketball as they have it. Lesko left-hand side back to the top of the key. Lesko at the right wing, back to Delabar. Here's Delabar, reverses it. Rasmussen takes a ball screen. This is going to be top of the key 3 off the mark, and Kaczynski gets the rebound, and Bowen-Stingle looks up the floor. They got numbers. It's a 3-on-2. Bowen-Stingle pops it inside. Pitts off the window. Can't get that one to go. Lesko wants to beat everybody else down the other end of the floor here. Good job by Pitts, hustling back defensively. Kelly now at the left of the key with the basketball, playing a little two-man game. Finds Lesko on the roll, left-handed layup, and that's how you do it. Nice little two-man action there on the left-hand side. Lesko finishes with the left hand as the Lobos are back within 5. Warbirds, left wing, Bowen Stingle takes it. Jumper on the way, got it to go just inside the three-point line. Bowen Stingle now with 7 points here, and the Warbirds lead it by 7. Warbirds in this tournament able to score 52 against Enderlin, only got 37 against Maple River, but doing a much better job compared to the Raiders in terms of turnovers that haunted them last night against the Raiders. Turnaround jumper by Kelly off the mark, Pitts with it, and now the Warbirds a 3 to try to take a double-digit lead potentially. Bowen Stingle take a ball screen right-hand side from Kaczynski, looks for Kaczynski or Pitts on the roll. Pitts is going to go, and Pitts is able to get it for 2. Pitts now with 12 points here, and that's how we're going to end this third quarter of play. After 3 quarters of play, it's the Warbirds leading it by 9 on our City Hope scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
MLGC offers ultra-high-speed broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in North Dakota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
On the third quarter numbers, Warbirds and the Lobos here. The Lobos 14 of 34 shooting from the floor with 28 rebounds. Currently LLM with 12 turnovers. Well, for the Warbirds, 17 of 44 shooting from the floor, 3 of 9 from beyond the arc, 22 rebounds, 6 assists to 4 turnovers here for the Warbirds. Points in the paint right now, all Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson, 29 to 15 here for the Warbirds. As we get ready for this contest between the Warbirds and the Lobos, the final 8 minutes here of regulation. As the Warbirds now will handle it with Bowen Stingle to get this fourth quarter underway. A 5-0 run for the Warbirds might put it out of reach, while a 5-0 run to start this quarter for the Lobos will make it very interesting in the waning minutes. Ball right-hand side, Emerson Johnson tries to drive on Robbins, lost it for a moment. Back up top between the rings near sideline, Bowen Stingle. Kaczynski, nice up and under move, tries to with the power dribble. Left-handed layup for 2. Kaczynski now with 7 points on the evening. That's her third main field goal, and the Warbirds are up by 11. On their side of the floor here, we're going to have a jump ball, make that, a batted ball out of bounds there by Bowen Stingle. As Addie Robbins will handle it here. Robbins on the near side with Rasmussen. Rasmussen's been the hot hand with 17 points here for the Lobos, has half of their points. Van Eden takes a ball screen by the aforementioned Rasmussen. Tries to find Tessa, does. Tessa lost it, going out of bounds. Last touch here by Kara Johnson. Warbirds playing pretty good defense, especially in the half court here today. Making it tough on the Lobos, just trying to get a little bit of offensive rhythm. As this will go to the baseline here, left wing, Delabar with it. Now coming off a staggered screen, Rasmussen, elbow, jumper, got it to go. Rasmussen now with 19 points here on the night, and the Lobos have needed every point of that one. Open on the wing, Summer Steinhaus. This one, little high-low game, the low to Kaczynski at the left block. Kaczynski spins, finds Bowen Stingle. Bowen Stingle, power dribble, trying to answer, can't. Delabar clears the miss. Delabar in transition here, going to drive. It's cut off there by Kaczynski. Back up top now to Rasmussen. Rasmussen, deep three on the way. Got it to go! Splash City! That shot is pretty! Rasmussen with her fourth made three of the evening. Other side, here goes Johnson. Lost it, and a turnover with Addie Robbins as Johnson trying to get the ball right back, and bodies hit the floor. The Lobos have numbers if they want to hurry. Van Eden will handle it. Got to find Rasmussen more than likely here in the half court. Back to Van Eden. Uses up that dribble. Bounce pass, and the Warbirds clap with Bowen Stingle and Kaczynski to bat that ball away. And the ball is going to be in the hands of the Warbirds now right-hand side as this one goes to Summer Steinhaus. Bounce pass on the interior to Johnson. Emerson, left-handed layup. That one's going to be off the mark on the flailing attempt. And jump ball will go to the Lobos here. It was a 44-33 lead. Now cut down to 44-38 here thanks to that three-pointer with 5:54. Timeout on the floor. We'll break as well here in the fourth quarter on YourLiveEvent.com.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
Lobos on a 5-0 run. Time on the floor with LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Hankinson, as it will be the Lobos. The Lobos will call the timeout. That'll be their second. So both have 3 timeouts remaining. So for the Warbirds with just 2 fouls, while LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Hankinson, they just have 1. Both teams can play awfully aggressive down the stretch here in this contest. As Kelly will be in the backcourt right now with Van Eden, as she will bring the ball up here. Still to come again at around 7:30, the scheduled tip between the Richland Colts and the Maple River Raiders in our championship game. This comes in the front court now for the Lobos. High post touch to Delabar. Backdoor on the find to Lettenmeyer, and the Lobos are back within 4. Georgia's first points here of the contest. And the Lobos a stop and a bucket away from making this awfully interesting. High post touch of Kaczynski is now you have Mendoza into the game, and a 3 by Bowen Stingle. Zoe's got 10 points. That's her second made 3, and there's the answer for the Warbirds when they needed it to get back up by 3 possessions. Just felt like momentum was teetering a little bit on the team clad in white tonight. On the inside, this one goes to Georgia Lettenmeyer. Bounce pass. Van Eden trying to get the answer off the front iron, and rebound coming on the way here. And Valerie Mendoza. Mendoza tiptoes the far side, and this is the first time we see Mendoza into the contest here throughout this tournament. Open, steps into a deep 2-pointer off the front iron. No rebound. Bowen Stingle put back, can't get the rattle to go, and we're going to have a tie-up. Possession favors the Lobos, and this will allow Caroline Pitts to come back into the game with her and Olivia Froelich as well here for the Warbirds. So Bowen Stingle will check out. Checking out of the game as well will be Summer Steinhaus as well. And right now they're going to check on the jump ball with 4:43 left to play here in the fourth quarter. 47-40. Possession will go to Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson. So the Warbirds here will get the ball. They check it out. Mendoza slid to inbound it, and a fresh 35 inside Pitts. Pitts goes up. This was partially deflected there by Georgia Lettenmeyer, and I think they're asking if it was a deflected or not. They're going to say no, it was not. So Pitts lost it. So it is going to be a deflection here, and it will be Warbirds basketball. Again, they were double checking to see if it was going to be the Warbirds balling out. From our naked eye, it seemed like it was a deflection and should stay with the Warbirds. But from a Lobo point of view, you might have a different vantage point. Kaczynski trying to set the pick here. Pitts asking for the basketball. Got to get it in before a 5 count. They do with a half second to spare. Now it's going to go right-hand side. Froelich with it. And we're going to have a timeout. We'll break as well. 4:34 left to play in regulation. Time on the floor on YourLiveEvent.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
So a 7-point edge here for the Warbirds with 4:34 left to play in the fourth quarter. Timeout on the floor. 27 seconds left here on the shot clock. Still to come, our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the match. That and more. Emerson Johnson with 10 points. Zoe Bowen-Stingle with 10 points. Caroline Pitts with 12 points to lead the floor for the Warbirds. It's been a Tessa Rasmussen show. The other side for the Lobos in a good way. 22 points and 4 made threes right now here for LLM. Bowen-Stingle after the timeout inbounds the basketball. This one deflected, and Delabar gets to steal a bucket to cut it down to 2 possessions now for the Lobos. Delabar driving kick. This one goes to Rasmussen. Rasmussen pull up 12-footer short. Rebound to Kaczynski. Good look in transition. Just couldn't get it to drop. And now the Warbirds, you can be aggressive if you want, or you can play keep away a little bit, trying to minimize possessions here. And when at LLM, the question is, when do they maybe have to start thinking about a full-court press? Pitts goes down the paint, partially blocked, and then a reach and foul the other way. It's me on Emerson Johnson, her third, and the team's third. As the Lobos will get the basketball here as they bring it in the front court now, as this will be with Van Eden. Van Eden at the left wing, hand off to Rasmussen, and then we're going to have a foul, and if this is going to be on Johnson, that might be Emerson's fourth, and that's going to be her number as well, and it is. Emerson will pick up her fourth. That'll be the team's fourth. And substitutions will come in here in Kiara Johnson. Emerson, really nice game so far with 10 points. Lobos will inbound the basketball, as this one will be with Addie Robbins. Van Eden coming off a staggered screen as Rasmussen here. They go right-hand side now to Delabar. Delabar going to rip it through, gives it back to Rasmussen. Driving kick, Lesko. Lesko open, Van Eden left wing. Stop, pop, 15-footer. Good offense, just couldn't get that one to go down. Tie up, and the possession this time will favor the Lobos. So ball will get inbounded here on the baseline for Lesko, as Lesko will get it in. This one goes to the near side to Robbins. Robbins gets the ball right back. Three-pointer. Lobos see that one go off the mark. Rebound to Johnson, and Van Eden able to get there and get the rock right back here for the Lobos. Lesko left wing passes it on the inside of Delabar. Ball gets batted around, and a turnover here as it ends in the hands of the Warbirds. And again, Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, they don't have to be in a hurry with the basketball. If there's a good look, take it, but they can be very selective. And well, speaking of a good look, backdoor find. Pitts gives it to Kaczynski, and a timeout on the floor. Kaczynski now at 9, and the Warbirds up by 9 on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Nine-point lead here for the Warbirds. Timeout by the Lobos. And the Lobos, they need something to go through the cylinder, find a way to get to the free throw line. Anything right now that's positive on an offensive point of view, shooting 41% from the floor, but they've gotten some turnovers here in the game that's up to double digits and in the teens right now that's costing him. And also from the free throw line, this would help. Rasmussen threes off the mark. Rebound goes down to Kaczynski. As now we go to the other end here for Bowen-Stingle for the Warbirds. Little full-court token pressure defense now by the Lobos after that timeout. This one going to be with Johnson, and we have a 10-second violation. It's either going to be that or it's going to be a 1-2 travel violation here and a turnover here on the Warbirds. As this is going to be in the hands of Bailey Kelly as Kelly will give it to Van Eden. Van Eden now will take a ball screen, left wing, free throw line extended, handoff to Lesko. Lesko will handle the basketball now to Delabar. Delabar at the free throw line. Delabar goes hard down the paint, left-handed layup for 2. As Delabar now has 7 points, full court press as well continues. And there's an over and back and another turnover here on the Warbirds. So back-to-back possessions where there's a turnover here. As this one is going to go the other side of the floor here for the Lobos as they will bring it in the front court. Kelly will handle it as this one will come to the top, and that'll be to Van Eden. Van Eden will handle the basketball as this one goes dribble handoff. Rasmussen, jumper on the way. Shot's going to be off the mark. Ball gets tipped. Kaczynski is able to collect a defensive rebound here, and the Warbirds got to try to handle the press as they do right-hand side. Ball looks to go on the baseline here. At the 2-minute mark, Bowenstengel, top of the key, 3, and that could be the dagger. And a timeout on the floor. Bowenstengel with 13 points in her third made 3 here late in the contest on YourLiveEvent.com.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
Timeout on the floor here. Timeout by the Warbirds after the triple by Bowenstengel to make it a 10-point edge. Zoe Bowenstengel now with 13 points here. She's had 7 made threes as well in this tournament here for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson. And for the Warbirds right now up by 10 points, more importantly, on our City of Hope scoreboard, 52-42. With that triple, that matches a season high for Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson in points as well. The Lobos, most against in 3 games. This is it right now against the Warbirds as we're now in game number 4. The Lobos came in averaging 49, giving up 43. Well, the Warbirds came in averaging 42 and giving up 52. Big three-pointer there by Bowenstengel, and Warbirds have just found a way to have the answer throughout this contest. The Lobos right now with the rock. And where's Rasmussen and where's Delabar? It's probably been the 2 from a Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson point of view that you really got to find a hand on. Delabar, left wing, rips it through, gets by Kaczynski. Her shot gets blocked by Pitts on the help defense here. Bowenstengel backcourt finds Kaczynski. Kaczynski gives it. This one will be in the hands of Froelich. Her shot is off the mark. Doesn't draw iron, but the shot clock does reset. Now it's the baseline here, as this one's going to go back up top to Bowenstengel. Warbirds the baseline to Pitts, back up top as they can continue to milk some clock here. As this one will go to the right wing, and now we're going to have a jump ball. Nope, Bowenstengel. Driving kick, this one goes to Pitts. Pitts back up top between the circles here, and this is going to be a chance to try to get a steal. Now to Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel high-low game. Delabar is able to get the steal. Then Pitts is going to get the basketball right back. And the Warbirds now can really milk some clock here and try to pick up their second win of this tournament. And we have a foul, and this will be on Kelly. Kelly's going to pick up her foul. That'll be the team's second, her second. As the Warbirds right now will handle the basketball with Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel looks to inbound it. Does. The Lobos will have to try to foul. They do with Kelly. Again, they have fouls to give. That's just the team's 3rd foul. And now it's going to be the Warbirds on the far side. One more time here with Zoe Bowenstengel. As she will give it in the backcourt. And there's a quick foul on Annika Lesko. Her first, team's 4th. Lobos not wasting too much time here on the fouls. Good learning situation. With this loss for the Lobos, they will drop to 2-2 on this season. With this win for the Warbirds, they will go to 2-4. For Rylan Gutzmer, he'll pick up his second win as a head coach here this season for the girls basketball team. Foul here on Lesko, her second, team's 5th. Inbounding Emerson Johnson, there's the foul here. As Let's Go now will check back into the game. Pick up a foul. 16 foul. And we have a foul again. Tessa Rasmussen as Bowenstengel will go to the free throw line. So Rasmussen will pick up her first, team's 7th, and Bowenstengel will go to the free throw line. We're in this tournament. She's 3 of 6. This will be a make one to get one opportunity, and her first here on this contest. Free throw attempt number 1 for Bowenstengel. Gets it to go, 14 points. She has 12 of her 14 here in the second half. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way for Bowenstengel. And that is good as well. Nice performance here from Zoe. As the Lobos right now are going to run out of time with 30 seconds left to play. And we have a jump ball. Possession is favored towards the Warbirds. As all that Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson needs to do is bring it in the front court. And if they can do that, they can find a way to milk this game off unless there's a foul, and there's a foul. So Bailey Kelly will pick up her 4th, team's 8th. Pitts goes to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. She's 0 for 1 in the game from the line, but right now the Warbirds as a team 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Well, for LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Marion, the Lobos 1 of 6. So that, without question, is a little bit of a difference maker to see this result right now for the Warbirds. Free throws off the mark. Rebound by Delabar, and the Lobos got a boogie. Here comes Rasmussen. Rasmussen, right wing 3 on the way. That one's going to be off the mark, and a board. That goes to Kelly. Lesko back to Rasmussen. Another 3-pointer. That one's going to be off the mark. The clock still's ticking, and a jump ball this time goes to the Lobos. Lobos next game, December 13th against Ellendale in LaMoure, while the Warbirds will welcome in the number 1 team in the state in Central Cass on December the 13th. Rasmussen, top of the key, she'll shoot a 3, got another one up, but can't get that one to go, and that'll be your funnel here in this one. The Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson Warbirds get to 2-4 on the season with a 54-42 win over LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Marion. Our post-game show is coming up next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams, where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
The dedicated staff at Wyndmere Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Wyndmere Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer, providing auto parts and offering dealer direct parts from Dodge, Ford, and GM. Wyndmere Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry a full line of sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours, specials, or CarQuest auto products, go online to WyndmereAuto.com. Wyndmere Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Wyndmere.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
Join us now, one of our Enbridge Energy players of the game, Zoe Bowenstengel, here for the Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson Warbirds. Zoe able to go 5 of 12 from the floor with 3 made threes, 15 points, and a big dagger 3 as well, Zoe, there in the fourth quarter. You kind of felt the Lobos were coming back, but when you hit that top of the key 3, what's kind of going through your mind? Able to kind of get up by double digits at that point.
We knew we had the score, and it felt really nice going off my hand, so.
Able to see the shooter's touch a little bit here. What's it like playing with some of the posts with Gracie and Caroline on the inside? What does that do from a perimeter player, from a guard, from your point of view here, Zoe?
Obviously, Gracie and Caroline had a really good game, and it kind of opens up for the guards when you keep feeding in the paint. Pretty soon they're going to collapse, and I can get some wide open shots.
And then at the end of the day, 2 wins here over 3 days. What do you hope to, I know it doesn't get any easier with the Squirrels coming to town for your next game, but what do you hope to take from this week of basketball here for this Warbirds club?
Our team showed some resilience. Obviously, when we lost to Maple River last night, that didn't feel very good, so we wanted to come out. We came out strong pretty off the bat, and then we kind of died down, but coming against the Squirrels, we're going to have to play some good basketball.
And you've played a gauntlet of a schedule so far. Northern Cass, Mayport, CG, Hatton, Northwood, some quality teams here as well. What have you learned from your team, win, lose, or draw early on this season, Zoe, with 6 games from this Warbird club so far?
We have to take care of the ball. We've struggled kind of early on. Mayport, we kind of came back, and then third quarter comes around, and we kind of fell off, but we got to keep rolling. Some good teams, but coming down, we're going to have to work together and hit our shots when we need to.
Zoe, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck throughout the rest of the season here.
Thank you.
Zoe Bowenstengel with us here on our post-game show. We'll continue after this.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
New on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow. Make your deal before year end on this new 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Talk with Chuck O'Neill. New trades and used equipment include Massey Ferguson draper headers, 35-foot and 40-foot draper headers, 2020 Amity model 3700 topper, one owner machine. Local trade has row finders. Call for pricing. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
As we come back here again, your final on our City of Hope scoreboard here. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood-Hankinson 54, while you had 42 points for LaMoure-Lidgerwood-Marion, the Lobos, the Warbirds Cloud. 2 wins here in the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament, while LLM goes 1-2. Time to get to our Enbridge Energy player of the game. All we heard from her, that is Zoe Bowenstengel. Zoe able to finish this contest with 15 points on 5 of 12 shooting again from the floor. 3 made threes, and she got that dagger 3 late with 4 steals as well for Zoe Bowenstengel. She is our Enbridge Energy player of the game. And our RDK Enterprises feature precision players of the match, a combination of a couple. You had Caroline Pitts and Emerson Johnson with 22 points combined and 13 rebounds as well for the Warbirds. While on the opposite side, tip of the cap to Tessa Rasmussen. 22 points matches a tournament high here in a game. Able to get 4 threes as well, but 22 points, 3 rebounds here for Tessa Rasmussen. Those are our RDK Enterprises feature players of the game with locations in Hillsborough and Drayton. They continue to invest in the education of their team members to provide the customer service that you expect from your planter experts at RDK Enterprises. For more information or to visit and talk more about your planters during this season as you get ready for the spring and planting, go to planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. The Warbirds shoot 21 of 54 from the floor with 5 made threes. 31 rebounds, while on the opposite side for the Lobos, 18 of 48 shooting from the floor, 36 rebounds, 10 assists to 16 turnovers. Warbirds, 15 by Bowen Stingle, 12 by Pitts with 8 rebounds, 10 by Emerson Johnson with 5 boards, 9 points by Gracie Kaczynski with 11 rebounds, 3 apiece by Kiara Johnson and Olivia Froelich, and 2 by Lauren Oster. For the Lobos, 22 for Tessa Rasmussen, 7 and 10 for Nora Delabar, 6 points by Bailey Kelly, 3 points by Van Eden, and then you had 2 by Lettenmeyer and 2 by Lesko as well. Again, the Warbirds with the win now 2-4, while the Lobos drop to 2-2. Coming up at the bottom of the hour at 7:30, it's the championship between Richland and Maple River. Until then, have a great rest of your Friday night. Make sure you join us for that championship game next on yourliveevent.com.